I am going to cover how to take the independent dependent XPath. Okay, and what is the independent dependent XPath? Means it is also called as a traversing function. So here navigating from one element to another element is called as a traversing. So XPath is traversing is classified into two types. One we have a forward traversing and second one we have a backward traversing. Here what is a forward traversing means navigating from parent to child element is called as a forward traversing means. I will show you the later for this example what is the forward traversing and backward traversing. Here, what is the backward traversing means navigating from child to a parent by using the symbol. Okay, so single forward slash dot dot. So this means navigating from child to a parent by using this single forward double dot dot. So is the backward forward traversing. So here I will just show you the steps. Let me, I have written the one source code of that. Let me go to this. So here I have written the source code of the HTML source code. Here I have written the HTML tag, body tag, table, then tr tag and td. Here identify, we have the td and tr. So here TD is the represents the table data and TR is the table row and the table is the called as a tag. So before that how we have to steps to inspect the complete dynamic elements means before that we have to I will what I will do I will this one I have written this code and then I am saving this one dot html. Okay, after that it will be going to convert the web page. Okay, this is a converted web page. So let me go to, I will run this one. Let me open with Google Chrome. So this is our table is created. Here I have a mi element, then tol and triple tree elements. First thing is while identifying the element of independent dependent XPath, we need to identify the what all are the dynamic elements and which all are the static element. So to inspect the complete dynamic element, we have to follow the certain rules called as I'll just inspect this one. Go to right click on it and I have an option called as inspect element. Okay. Now the after inspecting this element, I have to identify the static element. Here the MI and CSK RCB are the static elements. So traversing from static element to common to parent element. So common parent means it consists of both static and dynamic element. These are the common elements. I have both here I have static element and I also have a dynamic element. Traverse from parent element to a dynamic element. So here let me go to the source code here. Whichever the common means tr is the common here and whatever I have written that this is MI is the static, remaining all are the dynamic element. Here triple three is the dynamic element and tol also a dynamic element. Now how we have to write the XPath of this means okay. Now I'll just inspect this one. Then I have to in the keyboard control F. Let me one more time inspect this element. I have got this. So here I have got the options find by string, selector or XPath. We have many types of tools are available to identify the element. So to avoiding that, we have to write our own XPath. I have to showing how we have to take this identify the to writing the own XPath using independent XPath. So here I have a TD element. Here I have TD double forward slash write it TD. Then I have to write the attribute element. We have to write it dot. Then equal to I'm just copying this element. We have to write in single quote. Add over there. Okay. Now it is showing like one of them. Means this is our first element. Whatever I have done, this is correct path X path. Now I will be going to write forward slash. I have to go to the this element. So what I have to write? I will be just writing the X path of that double forward slash. I mean double dot. Then single forward slash td of. So always index starts from 1. Now the whatever I have written the element is the correct X path it is showing like that means 1 of 1 it is showing. Here that element also it is going to highlighting. Now our this X path is correct. Okay. So in whenever you are writing the dynamic whenever you are writing the dynamic elements, we need to first identify the static element and then traverse to immediate to parent, then traverse to required child. Okay. Now single forward slash double dot dot. That means a traverse from child to immediate parent. Okay. Now let me go to the Eclipse. Okay, I'll just create the one Java project. Then click on finish. Okay, now the Java project got created. Now let's just expand this one. Go to the source. I'll just create one package name. Okay, click on finish. Inside a package, I'll just create a class. So here I am going to select public static admin. Click on finish. Now I will just remove this unwanted comment. Now what I will do, I will create one folder because I need to add all my Selenium standalone server file and Chrome driver exe files. To that purpose, I am just going to create a folder, just giving the name as this and then click on finish. Here my folder is got created. Let me go to I will just select chrome.exe and Selenium standalone server. I will copy these two files. I'll just paste over here. Okay, those two files are added over here, Chrome driver.exe and then Selenium standalone server. Just right click on it, then go to the build path, add to build path. Here all our Selenium jar files are added over here. Okay. Okay, now I will already done same script. I am just taking. Okay, now these are the common steps we have to refer my previous videos. I'll select get. So I will be going to take this URL. I will just add over here. Now, private dot. I will be going to take find element method. I will write XPath of independent XPath. I will just add there. So this is my element on the next path. Okay, I have to get that text. So I'll be using get text method. So this is a string. Okay, and then I will create one variable. Then I will add over there on that variable. I'll just give text of that. Hover it, and then we will find that it will create the local variable. And then it will be string. Okay, I will just pass this text to print that text, whatever the print is identifying. Okay, now I will just say this code, right click on it, then go to the run as on Java application. So now the Chrome browser was started successfully, and then it is entering the URL. Okay, now let me go to the, see here, this is the text is, I got this text. That means our XPath is working is fine. Let me go to the, I will show you one more example also. So here I have go to the download option. You will find one table over here. This is the table. I want to identify the Java XPath. That means I have to go to the right click on it and then go to the inspect element. So here I have Java element. Okay. I have to go to the TD. Then dot equal to single quote. I'm just adding that Java element and be closing that. I have to go to the element called as this column. I have to go this. Okay, I have to go to the this release, alpha release. What I have to do? Single / double dot. Then again single / td. Okay, then open the bracket. Then you have to, the always index starts from 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to give 5. See, now this is showing like 1 of 1 and as well as it is highlighting. That means our XPath is correct. So this is our correct XPath. And no need to take any tool and identify the element. So you have to write your own XPath using this method. Okay. Kindly I am requesting you to subscribe my channel. If any need to add comments, kindly suggest me, give me the comments. And I am requesting you to subscribe this channel. More videos I will be adding soon. Thank you.